Are these fitness trackers like this keeping you overweight? Now, a study from the Mayo Clinic said that there's a potential for people that use tracker fitness devices, Apple phones, whatever they are, to actually not make any progress or even gain weight using a fitness tracker. How is that possible? Well, let's go over a couple of things that trackers do. Number one, they usually tell you the activity, which is good. That is good. It gives you the amount of steps you take in, maybe even an estimate of calorie burn. But that can be a bad thing. When you see the calories burned, sometimes you might think of that as a reward. So you've earned extra calories or food or whatnot. So instead of just going on a walk that you should do and enjoy a nice day, you go on the walk, see that you burned X amount of calories and said, hey, I can have some ice cream tonight. I got an extra 200 calories. Now, this is not always like conscious. This is subconscious sometimes. So it's not that you're necessarily saying, I'm going to do this because I did this. But, you know, if you feel like you have some extra calories, you might take them. And another thing that trackers do, which I'm not really a fan of, is add calories when you've done activity. That basically keeps you at maintenance in that case. And a lot of times the activity that they have, you may not actually burn as many calories as it says you're burning. So let's say you went and did a bike ride and it says you burned 300 calories. Maybe you actually were going slower or you were putting around and you only burnt 150 calories. So you might go, Paul, how do I avoid this? So what you do is only go by the activity of trackers. Don't look at the calories burned. Just take that as a goal and try to increase your steps, try to increase your activity. Don't take it and saying, I'm burning this many calories, I can have more food or whatever. Just look at the steps and go by that. Make it a focus of the steps and the activity rather than the calories burned. That's the second thing. Don't worry about that part. You're just trying to get yourself into a mode of activity. So more activity, a little less food, weight loss. The third thing about trackers is you have not earned anything here. Now, you might want the food, you can eat the food, but it's not doing activity earns you extra calories. That's not how it works, especially when you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to maintain, it's a good way, but you probably wouldn't be tracking anyway. Now, for me, I think really instead of tracking so much on, a device like this, I use a device too, but I think if you're going to track anything, you would track your calories and your food intake. See what you do, see what you eat, what times you eat, what types of food you eat. You can make a lot more progress tracking that than you can in activity. Because really, even if you upped your steps from, 5,000 to 10,000, that's not going to burn that many more calories. You might burn 300, 400, maybe. And that's a stretch. So that is it for this video. If you have any, questions for me, leave them in a comment. I like to answer the questions. Until next time, peace.